Greetings, and welcome back to the MCOC Encyclopedia. Let me tell you a story. The year was 2016, the month, September, and the second champion to be released that month was Quake. Now remember that Quake is an old champion. She is older than Hyperion, she is older than Dr. Voodoo, she's older than OG Ghost Rider. She is an old champion, and really hasn't been touched in that time at all. When Quake was released, no one really cared. She had her aftershock mechanic, which was cool, extra damage, a stun chance, and back in the day, that was pretty much all you needed to have to be a good champion. This was when, if you got the 3-star of a new champion, that was pretty cool, and getting the 4-star was incredible. But about a year later, some people started noticing that if you charged heavy with Quake, you would always evade the hit. True Strike was not a common ability, and evade counters like Iceman hadn't been released yet. And so the idea of, what was they called? Shake and Bake? Shake and Quake? Can't remember. Many different names came through it. The idea that you would charge your heavy, evade an attack, and then parry the next hit was very common with Quake. People started seeing a little bit of use for her. Now, the damage wasn't great, and some people saw this as really boring, so they didn't bother learning it, and so Quake kind of gained a cult following. Those that could be bothered, and those that couldn't, or wanted to play the game slightly differently. There was also, you can evade the attack, parry, and then drop a heavy of your own for a little bit of extra damage. But then people wondered, well, why am I dropping my heavy? I'll just charge my heavy again, and let them hit me and evade. And this is where Quake sat for quite some time. Until some smart cookie decided, well, why am I parrying when I could dex that attack instead? Now, unfortunately, whoever did this first has been lost to history. But, well, Alliance War pictures were coming out of people taking fights with no hits landed and no hits received. And they still had full health. And, as you would naturally assume, everyone just accused them of being a hacker. There were entire channels dedicated to this sort of thing, and even after the people that learnt how to do this new Quake style, which is what's on screen right now, people would still just call them hackers. They released videos showing their thumb movements, but everyone was a hacker. That was 2 minutes 30 for Realm of Legends Winter Soldier. Her damage is not great, but for a 5-star, it could be far worse. This is 9.1.5, by the way. And so the argument continued. Were all Quake players hackers? And after a lot of people started to learn, no. This was simply a new style of Quake. When you charge your heavy, you evade an attack, you dex the next one and instantly charge your heavy again. And this led to the modern style of playing Quake. And some people got very, very good at it. I'm an alright Quake player, and actually as I go through this video, you'll see me get better and better as I remember how to do it, because it's been some time since, well, anyone's played Quake. What you're seeing right now is probably not enough to get Quake banned from being a 6-star. The only reason that she is so, well, one of the reasons she is as powerful as she is when she charges a heavy, she also places a 100% concussion on her opponent, and when the aftershocks go round, she gets another one as well. The ability to not get hit and not land hits, two mechanics that are so integral to MCOC, is absurdly powerful. Ridiculously so. That sort of thing is why champions like Omega Red rose to prominence as well. The ability to sort of parry and land very, very few hits is so, so powerful. Another reason why Mr. Sinister nowadays is a very good champion as well. Combine that, though, with the ability to shut off everything, because the idea of ability, accuracy, immunity wasn't really a thing at the time. And Quake will never be seen in her current form as a 6-star champion. Let's think. 6.1.1, no retreat. Quake does do a lot of dashing back, but as long as the concussion's on the opponent, it doesn't matter, you can shut that off. 6.1.2, you've got Combo Party, doesn't matter, she'll never hit the opponent. Special Delivery, doesn't matter, she'll never hit the opponent and never throw a special attack. 6.1.3, reduces your crit chance, doesn't matter, she'll never hit the opponent. 6.1.4, okay, maybe you'll take a bit of damage, but they do spend a lot of time nice and close to you, so you will be healing as well. 6.1.5, you gain power when they throw a special, or when they gain a bar of power, sorry. Doesn't matter, no one's ever gaining any power at all. 6.1.6, doesn't matter, you're not throwing specials, so you're never going to throw the same one twice in a row. 6.2.1, life cycle does get in the way a bit, but you can still get them down to 1% health and then just drop a heavy and hit them. Wait for the stun perhaps would be best for there. 6.2.2, back blast, doesn't matter, you're never hitting the opponent, and so on. Quake shuts down so much. And a lot of people got so good at using Quake that they would do things that other people would assume, even other great Quake players assume were impossible. People were quaking Nick Fury, who goes stun immune in his second life. People were quaking Wolverine Weapon X, who goes unstoppable whenever you evade him, using an evade, not a dex. These were impressive, and I did them myself back in the Quake day. But other people took it to the extreme, but quaking champions like Iron Man Infinity War, whose repulsor attacks you cannot evade. Now, whilst I've been talking, this is 9.1.5 the champion. I think he had 600,000 health or something. 3 minutes and 36 seconds. One hit, which was the heavy on the end. Now, in this video, we are running Quake with recoils and max boost, the standard 3-1-3-3 recoil setup. But no synergies. Quake has never received a good synergy. And I really want to show her now against some modern champions. The next 4 clips are against 7-star rank 3 simulators, so this would be your Battleground showcase. And it doesn't matter if it's Photon. It doesn't matter if it's MCOC. What's Photon going to do against you if you never hit her? She will never throw a special attack. She will never gain her charges. Even if she does, she'll never trigger pure light form. She might trigger her miss if you stun her before the concussion triggers. It doesn't matter. You're not going to hit her. MCOC here, he has his auto block. That's irrelevant. You're never going to hit him. He's got slightly annoying special one to deal with. Doesn't matter. He's never going to gain power. Here we have Enchantress. Okay, I had to remove her spells at the start of the fight, and I think I did get tagged there, but what's Enchantress going to do to you if you never throw, or if you never let her throw her special one? You're never going to give her a bar of power. Quake is an old champion, but she is so disgustingly powerful that even the most modern of defensive threats stands no chance against her. Even with class disadvantage, Mr. Bullseye here, it's irrelevant. If he never hits you, all of his crits, all of his rubbish bleed damage, all of his annoying special ones, all of his evades mean absolutely nothing. I could tell you this Bullseye has Hazard Shift, so if you hit him, you take debuffs. He's got Biohazard, he's got Backblast, he's got, by the way, if I even touch you, you just die node. He could have Footloose. None of these ever matter. And a 7-star rank 3 Bullseye with class disadvantage goes down in 1 minute 38. Which actually isn't that bad. So, there we have it. Why Quake will never be seen beyond a 5-star. Her ability to just ignore most crucial mechanics. It's too much. It really is too much. And at 7-star rank 3, her damage would be 2, maybe 2.5 times larger than what we're seeing today, meaning that her bursts off every cycle would be, after a really, really good one, maybe 100,000 burst, which is ridiculous because she'd be able to end basically every Battlegrounds fight at a matching rank in about 40 seconds, assuming you're running recoils. If you have any questions, please do leave them down in the comments, and consider joining the Discord server linked in the description. A great place to get specific advice, make suggestions for future video topics, and while I'm awake, I do my best to be there as much as possible. Thank you, and I will see you next time.